Well, this shall certainly happen. I'm John Renton with my review of AEW Dark. There were some good moments on the show that I will be praising, but this particular show was 15 minutes shorter than last night's AEW Dark Elevation, yet it felt like it was a bit longer. Part of the reason, some of the matches were twice as long as they needed to be. They could have cut them in half, and they could have served the same goddamn purpose. Not every single match needs to be fucking competitive. Even if the enhancement talents they bring in to face the contracted talents are good, they don't need to make so many of these matches competitive. I'm sorry, that's just how I feel. And it doesn't matter if it's AEW, WWE, New Japan, doesn't matter. Any promotion that I watch. There's nothing wrong with featuring people, but I don't know. It just gets to be too goddamn much. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments. So, Darby, does a promo package in the beginning, talk about facing Jungle Boy on Dynamite tomorrow. Says he's all smiling and happy, and that people are going to betray him, and he talks about all that shit, and he says, you need to flip that switch if you want to beat me for the championship. This is a good promo from Darby. I'm excited to see what him and Jungle Boy can do. So we get to the first match, Joey Janela with Sonny Kiss versus Will Allday. Well, Starks is on commentary for some of these matches, entertaining as always, because Starks is a damn good talker and a damn good worker. Will Allday can work. I saw him on a couple episodes of Primetime Live. He is very good. He does a dive where it looked like he crashed and burned. And Joey's just not good, and hits a DVD 1, 2, 3. One hardly needs to go on. SCU, Daniels and Kazarian took on Ryzen and John Skyler. This is a match that should have been over in half the time. Nothing against Skyler and Ryzen. Best Meltzer ever, 1, 2, 3. That's it right there. Big Swole and Kylan King with Red Velvet versus Ashley and Steph MK. And twins, Tongan twins, that is. Kylan is good. She is somebody that obviously is going to need more, ring time and everything, but she has improved. I like her look. I think she's got a really good frog splash. She is really good in the ring. She does good strikes. She got good size. Big Swole has a really good story. Big Swole's not that good in the ring. I'm sorry. I'm just not seeing it. The match was also not that good. Discus elbow 1, 2, 3. Then we get a Starks video package where he's in a bar talking about Adam Hangman Page. How many opportunities should one get before they have to move on? It's time for Paige to move over, for someone who is absolute. Well, Paige, I'll be your Huckleberry. Tombstone. God, I love Tombstone was so goddamn good. It was back when Val Kilmer had his faculties about him. So anyway, Butcher and Blade with Bunny and Co. The Matt Hardy family office, or the Hardy family office and everything. And once again, I'm putting all criticism aside of Matt Hardy's, anything Matt Hardy does for the time being, because his father passed away. It's just not the time for it. And I would like for people in the comments to do the same thing. This goes for Dynamite. This goes for anything going forward for at least the next month or so, because he's grieving. Him and Jeff lost their father. It is a terrible thing. I do love Allie. I really do. Allie is great. They took on Brick Aldridge and Cole Carter. It was a mugging, and I think it was Drag the Lake. I thought it was Full Death, but Drag the Lake, 1, 2, 3. Okay. That was it right there. The Dolph Twin, a.k.a. Ryan Nemeth, was talking to Cesar Panini and J.D. Drake. They're trying to get J.D. Drake new gear. Panini kept saying, no, you think that. Panini was trying to do comedy, and it wasn't working all that goddamn well. And Drake's like, well, I'm a country boy, this kind of stuff. He's trying on this, well, what the hell? You think I'm Marky Mark? I'm not a new kid on the block. I mean, J.D. Drake, I think, actually has something. I would like to see what he can do on Dynamite. I think he is somebody, good territorial look, and he can work. He has shown what he can do. Him and Darby had a pretty good match, in all honesty. So we then have Sonny Kiss versus Jake Manning, the Man Scout, the guy that took on Colt Cabana, and they did a keep away with a Boy Scout manual. Well, Sonny Kiss wins with a sit-out stunner, and then says that he talks about being signed, talks about, AEW signed him in February in 2019. Was it the 7th or the 14th? Anyway, regardless, says how AEW is for everybody, that, the games are over and you can put that in an envelope and seal it with a kiss. I'm not saying Sonny Kiss is ever going to be a main eventer, but at least they gave him promo time. If they can feature him actually in something somewhat competitive and build him up and everything, I'm all for it. I mean, they've had him for 2 goddamn years, so why the hell not? He's the better athlete of the two, I will say, that of the team that he's in, and he has the more upside. Anyway, Uno and Grayson 10 with -1. They took on Jay Line, Midas Black, and Ken Broadway, the guy that was throwing money around one time. Basically, he's Tony Khan, just in jobber form. Well, I don't know why Jay had a giant, pancetta tongue. I don't know why the hell he had that. Money was tossed around. The Kid grabbed some. That got a laugh out of everybody. Well, commentary, I mean. Fatality on Broadway, 1, 2, 3. Fatality on Broadway just sounds like a really bad, horror movie. that Blumhouse would no doubt make. Then we have Billy with his kids taking on Andrew Palace. So Billy was upset after being sucker punched by QT and beat the shit out of Andrew, saying, he's paying for it. You're going to face me tomorrow. Famous or 1, 2, 3. Billy cuts a promo on QT and basically says that he's going to beat him up. Okay, fine. I'm not so sure about that match being on Dynamite, but it is what it is. I don't mind Billy. It's just Billy and QT. This whole Nightmare Factory, Nightmare Family, Nightmare, Family Black and White, Nightmare Factory Wolfpack. Actually, Nightmare Family Wolfpack. Whichever one's the cool one. Basically, I don't really care about this feud, but it is what it is. Dante Martin versus Fuego del Sol. Flippy shit and some good strikes, and this wasn't bad. Coast to coast by Del Sol. He didn't get the victory. 450 from Dante Martin. 1, 2, 3. Diamante versus Queen Animata. Queen Diamanta. Dinamite. No, it was fine. It was fine. Wasn't great. A couple of clotheslines and then some straight jacket trap. That's easy for me to say. And Diamante gets a victory. Hey, Diamante is going to get a singles push since her tag partner got released because Evil East just isn't that good and is problematic backstage. In a lot of promotions. Anyway, Varsity Blondes, Griff Garrison, and Pillman Jr. Took on Hayden Backlund and Kit Sackett. It was alright. Pillman and Garrison can work. Garrison has really improved. We get a weird double team bomb, 1, 2, 3. So there you go. That's it right there. Caster with Bowens versus 5 with the Dark Order. Well, mainly 10, but he says 5 is the sub, 10 is the dom. Yeah, we've all got fetishes, but mine are cool. I don't know why that line made me laugh, but it did. Max Caster is really good at just, being entertaining like that. So, it was decent. This went a while. It went a bit long. Second rope moonsault for 2, and then the boombox. Oh no, the boombox distraction. And then the chain, 5 stops that, but Caster still got it on his hand. And then 1, 2, he hits him underneath the chin with the chain, and then covers him 1, 2, 3, and then passes the chain off to Bowens before the referee can catch it. So that was fine. And I liked Max Caster, and I'd like to see what he can do as a singles wrestler. We've been able to see that because Bowens has been out with a knee injury, but I can't wait to also see what the Acclaim can do in the ring. And Bowens has a really good story. If you saw what the Dark Elevation Showcase was, he's openly gay, and hopefully he can, just be a really, he can be a really awesome wrestler because him and Caster were doing some good shit before he got injured. And then Will Hobbs with Hook took on Baron Black. Baron Black jump-started. I like Baron Black, but man, that was his undoing. He got beat pretty quickly. I hope Baron Black keeps getting brought back because it's actually pretty good. He's got some upside. But Winding Slam, 1, 2, 3. Hobbs gets a victory. Pac then beats the shit out of Dean Alexander in the last match with the Brutalizer. That's really about it. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Like, share, subscribe, Twitter handle in the description. I'm John Rethlin. I'll see you soon.